Hello, my friends. It's me, Brett. This Kriya is designed to heal and balance not just your digestive system, but your nervous system as well. Let's begin by tuning in.
It's time to feel uplifted.
Come to a comfortable seat. Have the hips higher than the knees. Put padding under the knees if you need to. Just roll the shoulders up, down, and back. And then begin to rub the palms. We'll tune in with the Adi mantra, Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. I bow to the divine creative consciousness within me, within all beings. Press the thumbs to the sternum. Lift the sternum to meet the thumbs. Deep breath in and out. And once more, deep breath in. Exhale completely. Breathing in to tune in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo Om Namo Guru Dev Namo Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Take a deep breath in. Pause, suspend the breath. Keep the hands at prayer. Exhale as you need to. Full, complete breath in and out. Keep the palms pressing. Feel the union of the polarity and this pressure between the palms, uniting left and right brain, masculine and feminine energy. And we'll start with a light breath of fire. So palms stay in Anjali Mudra, fingers pressed. Breathe in deeply. Exhale completely. Breathe in part way and begin pumping the belly. So it's a sharp staccato exhale out the nose. The inhale is passive. If this breath is new to you, stick your tongue out for a little bit, pant like a dog. Feel the navel really pushing the exhale out, and then seal the lips. Find your own pace with this. Each day we feel a little bit different. The root chakra is really about acknowledging our physical body, all the micro changes and micro adjustments that the body needs, season to season, day to day, different times of the month. So knowing that your breath of fire, just like your yoga practice, will shift. Give it permission to change, be different in terms of pace and cadence. Keep it up just a little bit longer. The yogis and Ayurvedic masters really understood that we can measure the health of our physical body by one thing, and that's our digestion, the regularity of our digestion. Breath of fire is incredible for waking up our agni, that digestive fire, and also helping us aid in the process of elimination. Deep breath in. Hold, suspend the breath, lift the pelvic floor, the navel, the gaze, lift the chest, dip the chin, draw the eyes up to the center of the brain. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale as you need to. Take the palms face up on the thighs, index finger and thumb touch. Just notice where you've landed. And maybe take a moment here to reflect on your own digestion. When are your bowel movements happening? As crazy as that might seem to think about, call that to your mind here if you choose to. Is it the same time each day or different times? Noticing what's going on with our digestion is a very profound way we can tune into our physical body. When Muladhara, this root chakra, feels insecure, threatened, off balance, like when we travel, for example, our digestion is usually the first signal, first warning sign. Take the hands to the shoulders, fingers in front, thumbs behind. We're going to inhale left, exhale right. So make sure you're doing your left, which will be the opposite of me. Pull up on the pelvic floor here. So the abdominals are engaged, pelvic floor gently lifting. So you're strong, your core is strong, your lumbar spine, the lower back is supported. And we're really finding this twist in the upper body. Let the head and neck come with you as you do this twist. You can think Sat as you breathe in, Nam as you breathe out. Eyes closed, gaze at the third eye center. All yoga traditions really unanimously agree that twists are beneficial for our digestive system. And they're also invigorating, enlivening. Just about 20 more seconds here. Good. Inhale at center, pause. Suspend the breath, pull up on the pelvic floor. Imagine you're like a toothpaste tube squeezing all of that energy up to the top of the brain. Hold. Exhale as you need to, palms face up on the lap. Deep breaths in and out. And then taking the hands in front of you for some frogs. So you need to adapt this to fit your body. If you have any knee issues, I'm going to show you how you'll do this in just a moment. Otherwise, the feet are like in a baby first position. This is your exhale position, and you want, about 30-40% of the weight in your hands. So you inhale, straighten the legs, look at the knees, exhale with a smile, come down. So it looks like this. Now, if you have sensitive knees whatsoever, this is not going to work for you. I want you to take a wide stance instead, come into this goddess type shape. And this is your inhale, and your exhale, you're just going to straighten the legs and fold. So a little different shape and breath pattern. Whichever option you're choosing, come into it now. And really use these frogs to pump energy from the lower chakras up into the higher chakras. That's what I always visualize here. Keep the breath rhythmic and powerful. Beautiful. A couple more. Let's practice 20 more seconds. Keep going. Last one. Nice. Wherever you are, transition this into a downward facing dog. If you need to catch your breath for a moment, adjust, that's fine. Otherwise, roll over onto all fours and just make your way into a downward dog, whatever that looks like for you today. Pedal through the legs. Just notice the quality of the energy in the body after just our simple warm-up exercises. How you maybe already feel a little bit different. And then walk the feet to the top of the mat. Feet are hip-width apart and parallel. Inhale, flat back, come into your half lift. Grow longer behind the heart. Dip the chin. Exhale, bend the knees. Slide the hands down the backs of the calves. Melt, fold forward. Pull the chin into the chest. Good. Inhale, reach all the way down, around, and up. Keep the arms, your fingers, and your peripheral vision as you reach up. Exhale, really root down through the feet. Think of splitting your mat apart in the center as you bring the hands to prayer. Beautiful. Inhaling, micro bend the knees. Feel that penetration of the feet down into the earth. Lift the hands at 45 degrees. Exhale, bend the knees deeply as you fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, step back into plank pose. And lots of options here. You can lower to the knees and take cat-cow, or you can lower all the way down to the floor in one straight line and take cobra pose, bhujangasana, fingers in line with the shoulders, kneecaps lift off the mat, chin in, and yearn the heart up and forward. We'll all meet downward facing dog. Walk the feet towards the hands once again. Shoot the heart forward like an arrow, half lift, dip the chin, bend the knees deeply to fold. Circle the arms down, around, and up. Really think of your root support. Inhale, breathe the arms up. Exhale, hands at prayer. And just pause for a moment here. Hands at prayer, Tadasana. And feel the inner heels navigating towards one another, squeezing together, and how that fires up the whole inseam of both legs. And you feel your pelvic floor begin to engage and lift. So imagine you were trying to squeeze a block between your heels. Do that a little more, over-exaggerate it. Nice, and then let that go. So standing now with the feet slightly wider than shoulders width apart for our Kriya. Bring the arms straight out to the sides, parallel to the ground. The palms are facing down. You're going to twist to the left first, and it's just a bend and touch the foot. If you can't touch the foot, that's completely fine. Just touch anywhere on the leg. The idea is we're inviting a twisting action into the torso. And then we inhale, come on up, and exhale over to the other side. And you want to make this rhythmic and a little bit fast, but not so much that you're jerking or throwing the body around. So just begin kind of a windmill motion. When I exhale down, inhale up. You can be going much slower or quicker than me. And just keep the head in line with the spine here. Don't try to look up at the hand or do anything wonky with the neck. Good, and we'll slow it down here now. So the next time you come to the left, just hold the leg or the foot wherever you are and just pause for 5 seconds. Good, and then inhale back up and take it to the other side. This time it's a little pause for 5 seconds. And inhale, come back up. So we're just practicing this now. So we've slowed it down and you get to pause for 5 seconds at the bottom. As you do this, I want you to think of engaging a lot through the legs. So notice how stable is your base. Are the inner arches of the feet kind of lifting up away from the floor? Or have you really spread the toes and are you focusing on pressing down through the inner heel, outer heel, big toe, pinky toe? Lifting up through the inseam of the leg, just like when we were in Tadasana, to really create a firm foundation as you explore this exercise. And we're going to slow it down now more. So next time you exhale over to the left, hold now for 25 seconds. You can kind of count out 25, or I like to mentally chant Satanama, 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 Satanama 5 times. And then inhale up, exhale to the other side. Nice long hold now. Let yourself drop into now the meditative aspect of the practice. The legs remaining firm and strong. But the breath and the upper body really soft. By slowing things down in this way, we can really affect our energetic signature. Change how energy is flowing in our body. Change our connection to the earth. All of this serves to really help us set boundaries in our life, to know how much we can take on or not take on, giving us that strength in our stance to say a compassionate no when needed. The next time you are folded over the left leg, stay, and we're going to hold here for 1 minute. So just do long, deep breathing. Keep the legs active and engaged, pulling up through the arches of the feet. You can invite in or ponder the question as we hold here, do I trust myself? Do I trust myself? Slowly come on up. Let's just take some breaths at center to make sure we don't get lightheaded. If you've been struggling with lightheadedness throughout this practice, you can always do this with 2 chairs. So a chair kind of where each of your legs is and just kind of coming down halfway into that flat back that we talked about if you want to revisit this Kriya. For now, folding over the right leg, full minute. And if you choose to, you can ask yourself, here, where am I not telling the truth? Where am I not telling the truth? Ultimately, it's our body and our gut, right, that we know and feel our truth. But so often we suppress that information down. And gently come up. Take a couple deep breaths in and out before moving, just to re-stabilize. And then come to lie down on your back. This should be a nice relief. We'll be here for 2 minutes. Just relax. Gently pull the knees into the chest. Can rock and roll up to a seat. And if you want, all the way through to downward facing dog, not part of the Kriya, but just a really nice transition. And spread the fingers, pedal through the legs. Walk the hands back up to the feet. And then bend the knees deeply, head heavy, long, slow, spinal roll up, just rolling up one vertebra at a time. So through the low back, mid back, upper back, head is last thing to come up. And then we're going to take these really nice lateral side bends. So once again, just have the feet a little wider than hip width apart. It doesn't matter which side, we're going to flow between both. Just inhale over to the left or right. You can do a nice deep breath here. 6 seconds or so. And then take it over to the opposite side. Just let these be really slow and luxurious. Nice, and then come up. Just notice how you feel for a moment. Reach the arms out wide. And then taking another twist, we're going to inhale, twist to the left. So make sure you're doing your left. And then exhale, come back to center. Inhale, twist right. Exhale, come back to center. So arms just parallel, and again, make this rhythmic and soothing. This is not a fast thing. About 3 seconds per cycle. If you notice any torque on the knees as you do this, please micro bend the knees and adjust your stance, maybe taking the feet a little bit pointed out as needed. Don't want to feel any pain or tension in the knees here. Good, and then come back to center, reach the arms out wide, and once again, just breathe in the whole effects of this practice. Big breath in. And out. Once more, big breath in. Reach the arms up. And then exhale, let the fingers float down. Reach to the left and right of the room. Just pause. Here, standing, notice how you feel. And just setting yourself up now for Shavasana, perhaps the best pose for our root chakra, getting us super grounded, connected with the earth. This is going to be a nice, juicy Shavasana, so make yourself comfortable. If you have props that you can use, Bolster under knees, pillow over eyes, blanket. Settle in here. We're going to stay in this Shavasana for a full 8 minutes. So gift yourself this time. This is not doing nothing. This is essential root chakra balancing, and it's also part of the Kriya. If you want to anchor your attention in the Shavasana, feel or sense or hear the mantra LAM, L-A-M, reverberating from the earth beneath you, holding you. Relax the jaw, the tongue. Surrender to gravity. Let yourself be held by the floor. Slowly wiggle the fingers and toes. Take a little cat stretch here. So pull the right knee into the chest, take it over to the left. And then reversing that, decompress the low back. Pull one knee and then the other knee into the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze and roll over onto your right side. Couple breaths here. And then gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Fold the hands back into prayer, feeling the polarities unite between the palms, noticing if it feels different than when you did this at the beginning of class and we opened. What has your journey been? And do you feel more grounded? Exhale all the breath out of the body. Inhale fully. Let that go. And now inhaling for a long sat, short nam, breathing in. Sat nam. Namaste.
Hey, if you like this video, you are going to love my free Pure Beginner Master the Basics yoga class. Not only do I cover the top 10 yoga poses you're most likely to encounter as a beginner, but I give you a downloadable cheat sheet showing you exactly how to do each of these moves so you know you're doing them correctly. Let's banish the fear and confusion of doing it wrong. Let's master the basics together. Go to brettlarkin.com/beginner for your free download, and I'll see you on the mat. Namaste.